Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Bob DeMaria with another episode of Ask Dr. Bob. Tremendous questions, as always. There was someone with a lot of kudos that you're a big fan of mine, and I do appreciate that. You've done a lot of research on citrus and fruit, and you know that we really don't promote fruit because it can create a fatty liver. So you want to know about lemon and water. What's very interesting in Dr. Bob's Guide to Optimal Health, I talk about the very first tip out of 365 tips is a wedge of organic lemon squeezed into warm water. Sip the lemon and eat the pulp. That will stimulate liver function, gallbladder function, bowel function. It's just a good way to get your bowels moving in the morning and a good way to relax. I don't promote citrus. Grapefruit, tangerines can create shoulder pain, fibromyalgia, especially in women over 40. Dr. Bob, you mentioned to me in your question here that you had raised calcium on your CBC. Well, I want to just clarify the CBC is a complete blood count, and we're usually looking for iron issues, if you might have a problem with the size of a blood cell, etc. So you said your calcium was off and you wanted to know about ionized calcium. Well, first let me tell you this. We look for calcium in our OptiChem profile, and it should be 10 parts calcium to 4 parts phosphorus. If your calcium happens to be low and you have high phosphorus, you're going to have erosion of bone. If on your other hand your calcium is high and your phosphorus is low, you have a greater chance to have cataracts and kidney stones. I'm going to refer you to Dr. Bob's Guide to Prevent Surgery and look at the chapter on cataract, or go to druglessdoctor.com and buy that chapter on cataract physiology. You'll learn about calcium and phosphorus. Dr. Bob, my LPA score is 63, and you wanted to know what should be done with that. Well, LPA score is for lipoproteins, and it's a measure of atherosclerosis, which is fat covering on blood vessels. What is really interesting is we've been talking about the omega test the last several months. And then if your omega-6 is elevated, if arachidonic acid is elevated, and if your linoleic acid is elevated, you're gonna have inflammation. So maybe you do the lipoprotein, and then what do you do after that? I would like and consider to have the omega test done, minimize omega-6 fats, because that can create inflammation and hence atherosclerosis. Last question, we have this question a lot. Dr. Bob, I am probably low in iodine, but I have read that taking iodine with Hashimoto's is not good and you're on Synthroid. This is what I have learned over time. Most Hashimoto's is subpar or low thyroid. What I've learned is if you don't have enough iodine, thyroid cells will break down and your immune system, called the reticuloendothelial system, RES for short, will start attacking. So I have always said follow the numbers. If your iodine is low on the urine iodine loading test, you may want to supplement iodine accordingly, maybe just a little bit of time at a time. But you always follow the numbers. I want to go back up to the question before because I failed to answer. The question also asked about ionizable calcium. You want whatever calcium works the best for your body. We don't promote calcium carbonate. Excellent questions. I'm Dr. Bob DeMaria.